Welcome back to Cardinal High School for the 2016-2017 Winter Sports Media Day. Joining me now are members of the wrestling team, and sorry basketball fans, but this is my favorite sport, so I'm excited to talk about this group. So we're going to start here to my left with Trent Mass. Trent, obviously last year, run to the state tournament down there in Columbus. I know you're looking to get back and maybe finish a little bit better than you did down there the last time, but just heading into the season, what are you looking forward to?
I think I'm looking forward to not just my last year with these guys, but just stepping up, being a leader for everyone on the team, and, of course, making it down to state.
What did you learn from that run last year? I mean, you've been to districts before, you've been to sectionals, you've won tournaments, you've done things like that, but getting down to Columbus, I mean, that's just a different beast and different caliber of competition.
Well, yeah, Columbus, it's a lot different. It's a whole 2-3 steps ahead of what most kids wrestle. So once you get down there, you know what to expect. You got to work harder next year. Every day matters. And so you just got to go in with that attitude of, I have to wrestle like this all the time because that's where I want to wrestle at.
Coach is saying there are a lot of different guys in the room now that are pushing you a little bit. How much does that help to have good drill partners, guys that not only are at your level but can push you to get a little bit better?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Red, he's always been my partner, always pushing me always pushing him. Ian 2 years ago, Nykirk last year, even sometimes Kyle, even though he's a little bit bigger. It's good having guys that are my level. Just they want to get better, I want to get better. We always go hard, so that's good.
And just to turn the page a little bit, just going back to fall for a minute, that soccer season, I mean, just a historic season for that program, going out, winning a sectional title the way you guys did, and, doing those things. And, I mean, I remember your goal at Newberry, that last second, I mean, craziest goal I've ever seen. But, I mean, what did that season mean to you, just closing out your career that way?
That season meant a lot. We worked super hard. I think, the team got together without coaches the second day of summer, so we were all working hard. We knew we wanted it to be a good season, and we went out and we got what we worked for.
What does that do for you in wrestling? I mean, obviously it's two different sports. You're not kicking anybody on the mat, but you come out there and you have that success behind you from the fall. Is that carrying over? Do you feel that?
Yeah. I feel more energized. I feel I'm good. I'm ready. I want it just as much as I wanted every game during soccer.
Outstanding. Let's move down here to Kyle. Kyle, you had the fall football season cut short, got dinged up a little bit, so I know you're itching to get back into action. What are you looking forward to for this season?
Just looking forward to hopefully make it down the States is what I'm really looking forward to. Got kind of close last year and just ready for it this year.
What is it going to take for you to take that next step? I mean, what did you learn from last year that you have to improve on and to do those to get into districts and get into that top four?
Mainly just going at it every day. I know last year took it easy days and just need to make sure going hard every day and putting the work in, get the results I want.
You guys don't have quite as many upper weight guys as you do the lower weight guys. How difficult is that for you? I mean, you're wrestling guys like Trent and Brandon there in practice, and probably whooping up on them pretty good, right?
Really, is just making sure getting in the weight room, getting the strength, because you're not in the wrestling room lifting the heavy guys. So you gotta make sure you get in the weight room and get the strength built up, and then with the smaller guys, you get to work on your speed and actual. Skill,
technique,
really, technique.
Yeah, from a leadership perspective, I mean, what do you guys, this group here, what do you guys do in the room to kind of set the example for all the younger kids?
Just kind of keep them from screwing around, keep them focused, really push them harder, so they'll push us harder.
All right, and let's go down there to Brandon Nevison. Brandon, another guy that got banged up in football, feeling good, ready to go?
Yeah, I just got cleared yesterday, so I'm looking forward to the season.
Outstanding. I know last year you had a nice little run there kind of in the middle of the year, started wrestling real well. Are you able to take that and put that into action this year just to kind of build off of that?
Yeah, last year I got down to districts pretty far. I want to make it to state, so I'm going to have to push myself harder. and
You know,
Trent here pushing me.
That last match you lost at districts that kind of knocked you out of the running there. I mean, what did that feel like? And I mean, is that what motivates you?
Yeah, it motivated me. I was really upset. I think I may have hit a locker.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
we don't know for sure. But yeah, talk about the room this year. I mean, how competitive is it? I know Coach was saying you got a bunch of younger guys. You got a transfer from Garfield, a freshman that was a state placer in junior high last year. So a little bit more talent, some more competition in the room. How important is that?
It's really good for the team with the competition, and we're all going to make each other better. So.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to all three of you guys and the rest of the Huskies this year. And we're going to bring in Coach Ziegler here to fill us in on the rest of the squad. Thanks, guys. Flip your mic on there. You got a little button. All right, Coach Ziegler. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got your three seniors here. We know quite about them. They've all had a lot of success so far. You hope they can all take that next step, get down to Columbus. Fill us in on the rest of the squad. You got 11 other weight classes to fill, a lot of young talent, some kids that got some experience last year. But just overall, what are you looking at in the room?
Yeah, it's real similar to what we've been used to here. You always got the incoming guys. A lot of talented guys that are freshmen that have youth and junior high experience, a lot of success in that. And, you know, we've got the outstanding senior group that has put some real numbers up for the team over the last 4 years, or 3 years, looking for, you know, a good year this year out of them. So we still got some slots to fill, a few open weight classes. We're still pounding the hallways trying to get a full team lineup. We're missing right now 3 weight classes we can't cover. But, you know, we're still pounding the hallways. So hopefully we get a full lineup, and then we can, you know, really compete in duels and tournaments.
Obviously, you got the three that were just here talking. Talk about some of the other, you know, some of the freshmen, the incoming, the Garfield transfer. Just talk about some of those guys that you expect to really make an impression this year on the varsity.
Yeah, you know, real nice junior. Had a rough year last year. Ended the season at sectionals is Mason Lustig. Looking for a lot bigger things out of him. He's talented. He brings his younger brother, very talented freshman. Will be probably 106 or 113. You know, another wrestling name in the room with Ryan Schanauer. His brother just graduated. You know, Ryan will be another welcome freshman down at the lighter weights, and you know, again, a talent as a family has. Brandon Gibson, who's transferred in from Garrettsville, who is you know, so far what we've seen out of him, I'm real pleased. He's going to be able to push Red and Trent and the 2 younger boys down there at the lighter weight classes also.
And he was the junior high state place winner?
Yeah, he was 7th at the junior high state championships.
What does that do when you add a guy like that to the room? I mean, just competition-wise, just to help guys like Trent and Brandon and all your lower weights. I mean, just how does that help?
A talent like that is contagious, and it spreads, and you can see it in anybody's room. Wherever there's one good guy that's an outstanding, usually the guy above and below him is also. So it's contagious. You know, their work ethic, their level of intensity transfers to the other wrestlers around them. You know, and hopefully some of the other kids that don't wrestle them all day see it also and pick up on it. So.
All right, and then into the middle weights and upper weights, who you've got there?
Yeah, we've got you know, some returners, some guys with some varsity start last year. Will Brooks, who will help us out, and is a bigger guy, and we'll be drilling with Kyle a lot. A real nice freshman heavyweight who was real successful in junior high, and Timmy Barrow. He'll anchor up the upper end there. Then we got some young guys just in the middle that you know, just looking to step it up and fill some shoes from some good kids that we vacated from last year.
Obviously, you guys have your sights set on another CVC Valley Division title, but really in wrestling, it comes down to those 3 weeks in March there. You know, end of February, March, sectionals, district, state. What is it? I mean, how do you get these guys to focus on that and just to kind of progressively get better throughout the winter?
You know, we take a week by week look at it. You know, everybody's green in the beginning. We start off, you know, with a tough tournament with Aurora, and it kind of opens everybody's eyes usually. And then we, you know, come back to our tournament, which we've won the last 2 years. So, you know, we just take it week by week and try to get better every week. And hopefully by the end of the season, we've got guys that are at the state level and can make it out of districts.
When you go to a tournament like Aurora, you know, obviously some of these new kids are going to, like you said, they're going to kind of have an awakening. They're going to run into some talent that they haven't seen at the junior high level. And, you know, they may go 2 and out, they may win a match, whatever it is. But how do you get them to bounce back and know that, hey, you took some lumps there, but don't worry, next week it's another match and you can kind of rebound?
Yeah, you just gotta reassure them. You know, it's always an eye-opening experience for a freshman coming in, going into a tournament where even at 106 or 113, you may wrestle a senior. You know, and to them, you know, it's like, you know, it really opens their eyes. It's kind of fun as a coach. The tension at the practice, usually after an event like that, is a lot better. You know, they tend to want to listen and learn after they go through a weekend like that, and all of a sudden, you know, they realize that they still got a lot to learn.
Right. They kind of take their lumps and understand that, hey, that's what I did wrong. Let's go in the room and fix it. So, outstanding. Well, good luck to you and the Huskies this season. And that's going to do it for us here from the 2016-2017 Winter Sports Media Day here at Cardinal High School. Good luck to all the Cardinal teams this winter, and be sure to follow OhioVarsity.com for updates on all the teams and a lot of live video. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the winter.